Welcome back to Wood Acres. Today I'm going to be showing you what I do with all my wood ash. As you can imagine right now, the wood burner is cooking. We have it heating up our house, our garage, and all our hot water. Of course, the pond is not heated, so it's freezing over everywhere the water's not moving. I actually have all the ducks and mumbles out. The door is open if they want to go inside, but they've been enjoying the day this afternoon. I think Dabble's just found his way out of his pen. I left the gate open up there. I actually have the GoPro on him to see if he actually gets mumbles. Huh, bud? So far he's being good. He hasn't run at the birds yet. He just walked out of his pen whenever I came out here and started talking. But we have a pretty large wood burner over here to heat everything we need. And it produces a lot of ash. And my barrel here is full. And this is all clean ash. I'm only burning wood and paper. This is all clean wood that we cut and split ourselves. And we do burn some paper on some warmer days. But we're not having any warm days right now. Hump pop. And I know I wanted to use this ash for some different projects, so we haven't been burning any of the aluminum cans. Burning the aluminum cans in the fire can actually help a lot of this sticky creosote turn to powder, and it makes it a lot easier to clean out. But I had some ideas for the ash, and I didn't want a lot of contaminants in it. I wanted it nice and clean. Oh, the geyser pop. Now, if you're wondering how this wood burner works, it has a firebox in the middle, an ash drawer on the bottom to catch all the ashes that fall through, and then it has a water tank up on top that the fire is actually heating. You obviously load all the wood right into the firebox here, and it does have a fan blowing right now because it's getting it up to temperature. But once the water in the tank up top reaches 175 degrees, the fan will kick off and it'll just simmer for a while. And then as it comes back down, the fan will kick back on and heat the fire back up. But the water tank is also on a circulator, and whenever the water heats up, it circulates that water through that pipe into the garage and then into the house. And then to make it real simple, there's a heat exchanger in there with a fan blowing across the hot pipes, cooling the water down. As the water cools, it'll circulate back into the burner here and heat back up. And the air that blows across the pipes gets heated up and goes into the house and the garage to heat everything else up. And as the cold water comes back into the tank, it warms back up and starts the system all over again. So you have to make sure the ash drawer is empty so the air can blow through up into the firebox, and make sure the wood is full in the firebox so it can heat up all the water, and make sure the water's full so it has something to circulate into the house. Hopefully that answers some questions, and if you have any more, make sure to leave them in the comments down below and I'll try to get to them. So there is some different things you can do with some clean wood ash around the homestead. Hump up, and one thing you can use it for is chicken dust baths. And right now, this time of year, they don't have anywhere to dust bathe. As you can imagine, all their favorite spots are covered in snow. And being able to stay clean is important for chickens, and they use dust baths instead of water baths like the ducks and the geese. I've been saving some plastic poles up there that broke and they don't hold water anymore, but they will be good for holding dust. So today we're going to get dust baths set up for the chickens, and we have 4 of them we need to set up. Hump pop. You trying to play? And we should have plenty of ash for 4 different chicken dust baths. And I don't need to sift it at all. The chickens will be just fine with the clumps. But there are other things that wood ash is good for, and you don't want the big clumps in it, so I will sift some of it for those other purposes. Oh, a geyser. It's still flowing. It doesn't have any problem keeping flowing, huh, Pop? Now, my wood burner doesn't have any glass on it, but if you have a wood stove or even your oven glass, a fine powdery wood ash is actually gritty enough to clean that really well. A little bit of water and wood ash will go a long way, and you won't have to use any chemicals. Huh, Pop? So I'm just going to sift some of this out into a bucket that I can use for other things. Now, since the wood ash is obviously mostly carbon and charcoal, it's really good at absorbing. So you can put some of the ash into a mason jar, set it in your fridge, and it's going to act a lot like an open box of baking soda. But it's something you can make at home. Now, I've also heard it's good for filling in potholes and gravel driveways. My dad's dead set against it, says it just gets all sticky when it gets wet, so we're not going to be trying that here. But if you want to try it, let me know how it works in the comments. Hump up, and if we have any ashes left over from all those projects, the rest of them will be going down into the vegetable garden. The clean wood ash is great for building soil. Uh-oh. What are you doing, big bird? I might have to put Dabbles away so everybody feels okay going inside. Looks like a lot of them did go inside. But some of them probably don't want to go past Dabbles, so I'm going to have to help them out. It's starting to get colder. We're past the warmest point of the day. Here's your ball, pup. We got works to do. We are sitting at about 5 inches, maybe a little bit more of snowfall right now. The little patio pond is deep. Alright, I had to break into my greenhouse so I could get my sifter. This is a 1/4 inch mesh screen with a box built around it to help contain. Unpop. When you're sifting ash, you can obviously get very dusty, so you want to be in a well ventilated area. Unpop. So I'm just going to use my scooper here. Don't put your nose in that. Take away some of these bigger chunks. Try and get some of the finer stuff in the first place. Stop doing that with your face. Move over here. And then put that into the pot. Would you stop? Stay upwind, bud. Be smart about it. There you go. And we're just going to shake it. And then put it back. And then we'll do it all over again. Alright, as you can see, we have a fairly full pail here, and I think that's going to work out for all my sifted ash needs. The rest of this can go up to the barn. Pop. Come on, Pop. But I actually just heard Dabbles doing a honking, and I want to get up here and check on who he was honking about. He has different voices for different things, so I can tell what he's doing up here. He's usually squawking whenever he's trying to find the ducks or tell everybody where he is. But whenever he gets on top of another one, he's honking. Pop. What's going on? Okay, Mumbles is safe. Dabbles is in the pen with her. Girl, all okay? There goes Dabbles. Mumbles was in the corner. Dabbles was in the middle of the stall. What were you two doing in here? Mumbles' back is clean, so that's good. He was probably on a jumbo. Whoa, Mumbles coming back in. It's okay, girl. You can stay in here. Let me get Dabbles in pen. Did all his ducks go in here like they're supposed to? Yep, all of Dabbles' ducks are in here. He just didn't come in with them. Mumbles, I gotta bring Dabbles in, bud. Hey, Dabbles, bud. Why don't you go into your stall with your ducks? No, not those ducks. Go into the stall, bud. You can't be chasing that white tail feather all day. You bird. I know, Mumbles. Duchess, you're in her way. Mumbles is trying to come out here, Duchess. You're in her way. Whoop, you scared her. You scared her a little bit. There you go. Come on, Mumbles. You can come out, girl. It's clear. Coast is clear, Mumbles. You got it, girl. I can hear her mumbling in there. Come on, Mumbles. Come on out, girl. Let me get Dabbles in past you. You gotta come out or Dabbles is coming in. Duchess, why are you causing problems again, girl? You're blocking my Mumbles. You blocking my Mumbles. Go on out. What's going on? Why are you over there? Mumbles. Come here, girl. I see that tail feather. Come here, Mumbles. What are you in there with Dabbles ducks for? These birds, Pop. Mumbles. What's going on, girl? Getting confused? Go on outside. Coast is clear. As long as you go now. You hear her mumbling? Alright, Dabbles. Let's do the switcheroo. Now the issue isn't only that I want to keep Dabbles from overbreeding Mumbles and picking on her too much, but I also want to keep Dabbles from jumping on too many of the jumbos. The jumbos are not made to support his size mating. And I really don't want him hurting one of them, especially the 3 little white ducks. They're not even jumbos. So it might look like Dabbles is getting an unfair treatment, but we're just trying to keep everybody safe. What are you doing in the pot, girl? That's for everybody. Pinky. What are you doing, Dabbles? You being a good bird. Why don't you come on up here and sit with your ducks? You're making my mumbles uncomfortable. Alright, I'll give you more time. Pop. Sorry, ladies. Dabbles wants to sit with the other flock for a little bit. They're gonna have to stay with Ron. Alright, well, Dabbles actually already just came in and he walked right into his stall with his ducks. Mumbles and her ducks are going back out, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull Dabbles' door shut now. Looks like he'll be happy inside with them. I'm bad. And now you can calm down, Mumbles. I ran in here and knocked over some eggs, so Echo's working on a cleanup. I'm bad. Good boy. But everybody should be good inside now. Dabbles is closed off with his ducks. They have feed and water, and then Mumbles and her ducks can come in and out, and they have feed and water inside as well. We can get back to the chickens, Pup, once you finish. Alright, now I'm trying to figure out the best method to carry this bucket up to the barn, and I don't think I have any sleds. And I am probably going to need most of it. But I almost forgot another good use for the wood ash. You can throw it down on oil spills or fuel spills in the garage. We have some down underneath the splitter right now. And people typically use kitty litter for that, so this will be a good substitute. Now imagine if you have any animals that poop in your house, you might be able to use the wood ash in their litter box. Pop. Or just let them go outside. Now I think that's all the uses I know of. If you have any more, make sure to leave them in the comments down below. Now it's time for me and Echo Pup to make some chicken dust baths. Pop. You ready to work? Good boy. Now you can use different bases for chicken dust baths. A lot of people use play sand, and dry dirt works really well too if you have a space underneath the chicken coop that they can go. Unfortunately, that's not available right now. But no matter what base you use, a good additive for any chicken dust bath is diatomaceous earth. The chickens are using the dust bath to stay clean, but they're also using it to keep mites off of them. And since diatomaceous earth has a really small profile on the microscopic level, it is a natural organic product that's made up of fossilized diatoms, and it can really disrupt a lot of the bugs that are trying to get to the chickens. What is that big bird? Is that a crane? I think that was a crane. Could be a hawk. All the birds are inside safe anyway. Well, I don't have a sled, Puppy, so I'm using my concrete mixing tub, and we're just gonna try and drag it up like this. I need to get a harness for you, Pup, and you can start working. Beep, beep. This might work. Uh-oh, we're tilting. Pop. We made it, Puppy. That was a pretty long run. Alright, we got the ash up here, and I have my old kiddie pools that don't hold water anymore set aside here for dust baths, and I just need 4. Whew. Oh, Pop, we gotta get you a harness and a sled. Oh, ladies, you going up already for the night? We got Anna, Lucy. Who's this? Muffins. You looking fluffy, girl. Pants, you heading up? You want to get right next to Sammy tonight? Go on in, ladies. How's the youngins doing? Everybody inside? One rooster outside. I can see that tail feather boy. Looks like the ducks are in. Pop. Now obviously their dust bath has to stay dry, so I can't keep it outside right now. So I'm going to take one of those swimming pools and bring it inside the barn ICU here and put it inside here. I think that'll give a slightly contained area for the dust bath, so it's not dusting the whole barn. However, over here for the youngins, they don't have a contained spot. I'm just going to probably put their pool over there in the corner. How you doing, ladies? Sleeping together tonight? We have Chicken Jr., Jenny, and Gretchen. Stay in there, Snowballs. Pop. Beautiful out. Now I don't expect them to start using that tonight, but it is ready for them in here, and I figure putting it by the door will give a little bit of airflow. That should help things out, huh, Pop? And I did get the other one in here. We have the wood ash in there, and we also have it mixed in with the diatomaceous earth. Huh, Pants, you need help, girl? Come here. You're okay, big bucket of feathers. Get you right up next to Columbiana. There you are, girl, all set up. Columbiana and Little Roe will sleep with you tonight. Hey, girls. Hey, chicken. All right, now we just need to grab 2 more poles. One for Rufio and one for Bert. And we're gonna do the same mixture. All right, we got this thing finished up here today. We have the dust bath in the corner here for Rufio and the girls. They're not gonna be using it tonight though. They're already inside. It's about time to close up all the buildings anyway. I'm gonna put that bucket cover on the water. That has been helping out. It's still freezing with a crust over the layer of water, but it's not freezing solid, so I don't have to replace the whole bowl, I just have to break it open. This shallow bowl over here is completely froze up. So yeah, that's no good. Huh, Pot? Come on. So I have 4 different areas with chickens right now, and they all have new dust baths to use. Come on, let's look at Bert's pup, and then we'll close up his house. Look at the snow up there. Gorgeous. Bert, how you doing, bud? You all going to bed? All right. For Bert and the snowballs, I put their dust bath underneath the nesting box. That's kind of a dry dirt area they've already been using as a dust bath, so they shouldn't have any problem finding that. What are you looking for, pup? They still have slushy water, still open, and 1 egg. I'll take that. Thank you, ladies. We'll see you tomorrow, Bert. Good night, bud. Come on, pup. It's just mice, bud. I'm not worried about them. You make it in, Mumbles? I'm gonna close the door then. Night, ladies. Huh, pup. Alright, that's going to be all for this one. If you guys have any other practical ideas to use wood ash for, make sure to leave them in the comments down below. If you want to keep following along with everything here at Whitt Acres, make sure to subscribe down below, hit that like button before you leave, and you can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching.